Hello, my name is Dennis Hura, and I'm the product owner for Application Foundation in Decision Space Geosciences. Today, I'm going to present features added in DSG10ep5 series that enhance the usability of DSG and make workflows smoother across the domains. I will be starting with a summary of new features and usability improvements, and then go into a more detailed overview of each one of them. In terms of new features, one of our primary goals for this release was to improve the user experience. To make DSG more visually appealing and accessible, we implemented support of ultra-high definition resolution, improved look and feel of the interface. Working and managing data in DSG is now easier thanks to folder functionality that was developed for the most popular data types. Additionally, it should now be straightforward to position data in the real world with latitude and longitude coordinates displayed in Map Editor. We added color maps that better represent features of your data and work for users with vision impairment. Proxy Importer provides users with an option to work with real-time resistivity inversion data and interpret with it. Besides, stability of the software remains on top of our priorities, and the EP5 series contains a lot of fixes and enhancements. We can now use DSG with UHD monitors and get the software to scale accordingly, while maintaining a high picture quality. Users no longer need to worry about not being able to display and share views on big screens, as the software adjusts to the selected resolution. Additionally, we have introduced several high-quality icons that are also scalable and better reflect the functionality. Similar to your operating system, there is now a powerful tool available in DSG that helps to arrange data, inventory tree folders. Being able to organize data and apply different sorting filters to subsets makes it easier to work and access items. Users can now check Help for more details on supported data types, ways to create and manage folders, and other workflows related to them. It is now possible to use access annotations on the status bar to display latitude and longitude. Decimal and DMS units could be used to locate the data in real-world coordinates. The values are transformed from XY coordinates as they are coming from the database. It's recommended to be mindful of distortions that result from displaying the two-dimensional curved surface of a globe on a plane. More details on how the projection works in map views can be found in Help. Newly introduced color maps can help to better emphasize features of your data and make it universally readable. The other advantage is that the new color maps are reproducible and citable, which makes it easier to share results of your work. Scientific and especially CET color maps provide a good representation of the structure of the data that is achieved by ensuring that the perceptual contrast is close to uniform and that the colors in the map follow an intuitive perceptual ordering. In the example on the slide, you can see how false read structures are highlighted by the color map in the top screenshot. With CET color maps applied on the right screenshot, many of these are gone and we can see a more realistic magnitude of changes. Then, with the help of hill shading and increased Z factor, we could see real structures of the data. Proxy Importer is a new connector available for users. The importer enables a completely new approach to DSG data display with real-time updates. It is also supplied with open API that could be reused for the other data types apart from resistivity inversion data. Being able to dynamically adjust well plans during the reading process is the key value of this feature. More details on this and the new editor called Wellbore View could be found in What's New video by Operations Geology. Now, I will quickly slide through usability improvements and want to start with the one about our cloud transformation. We put a lot of development effort into making the DSG10ep5 series, especially EP5.1 release and later ones, more cloud-friendly and made enhancements that are focused on landmark cloud offering, iEnergy. Usage of DSG in iEnergy brings several advantages that were not available earlier. It's cost-effective as compared to on-premises data centers, accessible from anywhere in the world. It can scale according to your needs for a given workflow and lets you focus on asset decisions instead of worrying about the platform. Additionally, ING provides more freedom to integration as we continue to adapt cloud services. As for the smaller quality of life improvements, there is now a tooltip displayed on top of restored last session that lets you know the name and type of the last session. There is an example of a new progress bar on the right side of the slide. Some print views are heavy and might take some time to get generated. Now, users don't need to wonder if the software hangs or there is something going on in the background. The progress bar reflects the running process and makes it easy to understand. Many companies have standards for color maps and want them to be consistent for reporting means. We have implemented a new variable that allows the software to consume color maps from a location that might be accessed by multiple users. If color maps are not sufficient, there is the new implementation of cursor color that helps visually impaired users to better see the cursor and operate by adjusting the colors when overlapping seismic. The variables shown in the slide might be set to enable these functionalities. Another option to improve the overall performance of DSG is to manually release garbage collector when software slowness is observed. Users can enable this option in Preferences dialog, and it will add a bar that shows how much memory might be released and a button to do it. It's important to keep in mind that this process happens automatically regardless of whether this option is enabled or not. The new bar would just make it possible to release the memory earlier. Like in print mode, but now in Map Editor. There is now a north arrow map symbol that shows the direction of north on the map, thereby showing how the map is oriented. Settings related to north arrow can be accessed via View Editor dialog. Filter for invalid hybrid velocity models helps users to quickly sort out models that are corrupted. As shown in the screenshot, if enabled, this filter hides invalid velocity models and shows a total number of available and correct models. Finally, EP5 series supports new operational systems and GPUs. These can be found in Diagnostic Assistant test results as well as in the installation guide. As we have seen throughout the presentation, Landmark remains dedicated to continuous improvements and accessibility. I hope that the new features will add value to your workflows and make them easier. It would be very much appreciated if you could share the feedback about the new and existing features with the help of local Landmark support, as it plays a major role in the way we develop solutions. See you soon.